Hi. You know that reading is very good for you? I got more confident, healthier, my finance improved dramatically. There's a lot reading can do for you. I know. Sometimes we tend to procrastinate and not do what we would like to do. Maybe you just don't know where to start. You never read a book. So here, I'm gonna give you 4.5 tips on how to become a daily reader. So the noise you're hearing right now is the construction beside my studio. It hasn't stopped for the past 4 months. Thank you for bearing with it. So how do you motivate yourself to read every day? Well, pick up a book and read. Why don't we wish it was that easy? Number 1, set yourself up for success. If you've never read before or you haven't read in a long time, oh yeah, I'm gonna read 5 books this week. Obviously, you're not setting yourself up for success because most probably you will not read 5 books this week and drop the habit right away because you're gonna be overwhelmed with too much reading. You do have other things to do, you know? Just start with 1 page a day. It's easy and it won't take you long. And you need to lay down the foundation of your habit and then you build on it. And I know what you're gonna tell me. Well, Jonathan, I have internet where I can read and learn. Problem with that is, internet has a lot of pop-ups, bubbles, and all stuff to distract you. Where if you open a book, there's just what's in the book. There's no distraction around, so you make your learning experience much more efficient. 2, make time to read. Find time to read. Me is when I go poop. It's just the best place to do it. You have nothing else to do. Well, we do have something else to do. You know, we all did those Amazon poop buys in our life, right? Because you're just scrolling on Amazon and you're like, oh, I need that, where no, clearly you don't need it. So instead of doing that, I decided I put down the phone and I pick up a book. And the book is always on top of the toilet. So in the morning when I go, well, it's there. I have no excuses. I have to admit, I got the Squatty Potty. The reading position is just the best. Your knees are elevated. So you could put your elbow right here. See? You can do the reading. But it also has a lot of other benefits. I'll let you discover. I linked the Squatty Potty in the description. And another great time to read is before you go to bed. Instead of having your phone frying up your brain, just having all those blue lights going into your head, why don't you just put down the phone, pick up the book again? It's actually gonna ease you into sleep. I don't know if you knew, but actually learning something every day makes you more confident. Worked out for me and worked out for a lot of people I know. Research shows that reading every day helps your brain connectivity. Research also suggests that reading eases your stress. Everybody needs less stress in their lives, right? 3, always keep a book handy. What do I mean? Before you finish your book, start researching what's next. What other books are you gonna read after? And try to purchase it before you finish, so you're gonna keep that good habit going. I always have a spare book. I can't procrastinate. The book is there, so I just get right into it. 4, do what works for you. What works for me might not work for you. But in order to find what works for you, you need to try some stuff. So I read 5 pages in the morning and at least 1 page at night, depending of how I'm tired. Mostly 1 page turns into 5 or 6. There's no right or wrong time to read. And also, don't listen what you read on the internet when people say, oh, you need to be able to read that many words a minute, or you need to read between 15, 20 pages a day. It doesn't matter. Just do what works for you. And don't tell me you don't have enough time. We all have enough time. We just have to find the time. 1.5. I say 1.5 because this one, it's so in our face that we can't even see it. Change your attitude about reading. I was the first before to say that I hated reading. Oh, I don't know what to read. I don't like it. I found all the excuses not to read. Which you don't know if you like to read if you never picked up a book. Pick up a subject you have interest for. Maybe something you want to improve of yourself and you're curious about. Just start reading about that. It's gonna make it more interesting for sure. If you keep telling yourself that I don't know what to read, I don't have time for this, I don't read fast enough, that's too boring, obviously you're not gonna start reading tomorrow. That I guarantee it. But if you do apply those 4.5 little tricks I just gave you, I promise you will ease yourself into this habit and you will get addicted to it. You won't be able to pass a day without reading. If I became a daily reader, I promise you can become one. It's always a great time to become the other. I trust you. Learning is so cool. Wow, it's such fun.
Oh yes, I know.